feel like my hair and this bodysuit go really well with each other. Like, don't you think? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Piper Jasmine, and today I am going to be sharing with you all senior year advice. I just graduated from high school like last week, and I got through, and that's just a really big accomplishment. And I'm now going to the University of Georgia. I graduated top 10%, magna cum laude, something like that. I was ranked 26 out of 363, and I have 5 seals on my diploma. I would get my diploma, but it's downstairs, and I don't really care to flex that hard, but just know I got 5 seals on my diploma, and that's a very big accomplishment because most people didn't even get 1. So with that being said, I feel like I'm pretty qualified to share some tips and advice with you guys to have a pretty successful senior year. So if you guys are interested in this, then make sure you keep on watching. I really want to record a high school advice video, like just a basic like general one with my friend. So if you guys have any questions regarding high school at all, at any level, anything, just comment them down below so me and my friends can answer them for you guys in a new video. And yeah, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and to subscribe, and let's get into the video.
Cause you already know. First class, you already know.
Senior year. I don't even know where to start, because senior year is like, it's the slowest year of your life, yet it's literally the fastest. And I feel like you won't understand that until you actually experience it. I would probably say my first advice for senior year is literally the summer of senior year, like before you go back to school. Go ahead and open up the Common App. The Common App is where you can apply to many different colleges. I personally think that just going ahead and opening up your Common App account and adding the colleges that you want to apply to, and most importantly, looking at those Common App essays, you will get such a nice head start from everyone else. Like, I would say go ahead and start writing those Common App essays. They probably are still available right now because I think they change them like every 4 or 6 years, like they're the same questions. And I would just say, like, go ahead and start writing those essays, so by the time you get back to school, you can like be like, hey teacher, can you go ahead and like proofread my college essay? And you'll be ahead of everyone else, and you won't have to wait for him to finish this person's or that person's. So I guess that advice kind of coincides with going ahead and just picking out what colleges you want to apply to. It doesn't have to be like a definite like thing, like I'm for sure applying to these, but just having an idea of what colleges you want to apply to and writing down the deadlines is definitely another good tip. So I guess that's like tip number 2, just staying really organized and making sure that you are just keeping track of when certain deadlines are due, because honestly, once senior year starts, those deadlines just start popping up out of nowhere, and you're just like, where'd you come from? A lot of colleges actually have deadlines for like when your FAFSA has to be complete, when your ACT, SAT scores have to be in by. So I would definitely recommend just getting like a nice little planner so you can write down everything. And when you get that like planner, make sure you actually look in it. Like, don't be like me and you don't actually look in it, because you know, you get back to school August and like all of a sudden it's November. All of a sudden it's December, and a lot of colleges have deadlines on that January 1st, and you're just enjoying your nice winter break, and then you realize, hey, my Columbia application is due in a good 24 hours, but you know, my bed's just really comfy, and doing nothing seems like a really great plan, and you just miss your deadline because you're just over it. I'm really just trying to say, stay organized and just stay on top of your stuff. My third advice would probably be to really enjoy your senior year. Try to make senior year literally is like the last year of you kind of being a kid. I know that's kind of weird because like high schoolers, like you're not really kids, but you kind of are. In high school, like your parents are still pretty much responsible for you, and you can kind of mess up a little bit more compared to being graduated and actually going to college and actually having to move somewhere else and be by yourself, where you're more responsible of yourself. So that being said, just try to enjoy being a quote-unquote kid a little bit longer your senior year. I'm not saying like do illegal stuff because you won't get in that much trouble, but I'm definitely saying take the time to enjoy more stuff that you didn't in your previous years of high school. If you never went to the football games, go to the football games. Me personally, I was never that student to really dress up during Spirit Week because I was like kind of lame, I don't want to do it. And it was senior year, so I told myself I'm gonna do it, and I did it. And you know what? Homecoming dances at my school usually suck. I was like, it's senior year, I should probably go. And it was so fun, like go to prom, like do all those things because it's gonna be your last time to ever do those, and you're gonna look back at it and you might be kind of upset that you didn't participate in your last experience of high school like you should have. My fourth advice for your senior year would be don't like get in a relationship, okay? I mean, take that with a grain of salt because I do think that the whole like relationship your senior year really depends on you, what kind of person you are, and like whoever you like. I personally think it's really pointless because you're about to leave. Like you're gonna have like 5 months with that person and then you're gonna have to like break up with them because you guys are going to opposite cities in the country. It just doesn't really make that much sense to me. So I would definitely recommend that you guys save yourself the heartbreak and your feelings and kind of just like if you guys are just vibing with someone, sure, but I would definitely say don't invest a lot of your time and money and self in someone when you're about to leave. And I feel like that doesn't really hit people until towards the end of high school, like when you're literally right there near the finish line. It doesn't really hit people that we're all leaving and we are all going our separate ways, that we're not meeting in the middle because we all have a different life path for us. But like I said, I do know some people who are still in relationships and they were in relationships their senior year and they haven't broken up with that person yet. So like I said, it really just depends on you and that person, but for me, I was like, nah, but that's kind of my advice. My next piece of advice, I forgot if this is like 4 or 5. I think it's 5, but we're gonna stop counting because I forgot. I would really say your senior year, kind of like the first 3 months of senior year, I would definitely recommend getting your standardized test scores where you want them to be. And colleges will tell you test scores don't make that much of a difference. Like it's not the only thing that they look at. Yeah, sure. I think your test scores really are important. That's just me personally. And I think my test scores were a reason why I got deferred from Georgia, but I mean, I ultimately did get in, so I'm not trying to complain. Or like, I do know some people who were stressed about getting into a college because of their test scores. So I would really say that during the summer, before your senior year, and even like the first 3 months of your senior year, really take the time to truly study and try to do good for those standardized tests because it does affect where you are going to college. It does affect those college admissions, and more importantly, it does affect the type of scholarships you will receive, and college is kind of expensive. My next advice would to be apply to outside scholarships. Don't pull a me. Do not just depend on your GPA and test scores. I know I just said test scores are important. They are important, and my test scores did give me some money to a lot of colleges that I applied to. But like I said, college is expensive, and me personally, I just really thought my GPA and my test scores were gonna like carry me through and I was gonna be cruising. I wasn't gonna have to worry about the money. Yeah, no. You know me and like have been watching me for a while, then you would know that Howard, like I really wanted to go to Howard. I still really do want to go to Howard. I'm grateful I got in my UGA and then I'm going there, but literally I wanted to go to Howard and I just could not afford it because, for example, Howard's cost of tuition is almost $50K. I only got like $23K from them in scholarship money, and it's like $47K. So I needed another $24K. But I also needed money for like flights and moving my stuff up there, and it just wasn't a plausible choice for my family and I. But if I had applied to a bunch of outside scholarships, who knows, I might have been HU23. Listen, like, my nail just popped off the other day, so I'm really sorry about that. But my point is, there are so many different outside scholarships. If you can just take the time to sit down and apply to them, that would be really great for you and your family. Like I said, I depended too much on my test scores and my GPA, and I was just so tired of applying to different stuff, applying to different clubs, applying to different colleges, because honestly, the whole application process is exhausting. So I would literally take the time to just like maybe one Saturday a month try to apply to outside scholarships, because they're actually really important, and I didn't think it was, and yeah, I kind of missed out on some opportunity. My next piece of advice would probably have to be not slacking off your senior year. Let me just tell you something. There's this horrendous disease called senioritis, and it took a toll on me. And I know it took a toll on a lot of my friends, and it was really tough because the only medicine that was out there for senioritis was skipping. With that being said, your senior year, I had to keep telling myself, I need to finish out strong. I need to finish out strong. I need to finish out strong. If you think about it, you've been in high school for the last 3 years. It's your last year. Try to finish out as strong as humanly possible, and I know it's so hard, but you have to keep in mind that colleges can rescind your offer of admission. So don't give up your senior year and don't start slacking, especially when it gets to like March and April. Oh my gosh, those months were so difficult to get through, but you can do it. Just stay organized, stay on top of your work. You've been doing it the past 3 years. It's gonna be hard, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be so worth it when you walk across that stage and like you're in the top 10 or top 10% valedictorian, salutatorian, whatever. Don't be that person who took all AP courses the previous 3 years and all of a sudden you're taking all regulars, because I'm gonna tell you something, like, colleges do see that. They will see that if you were like an honors AP student and all of a sudden senior year you just took all regular, they will see that, and it looks pretty bad because it kind of just shows them like, okay, like they just got kind of lazy, but they do get your class schedule, and I know some colleges did report, like they did want you to report your first semester grades. Like I had to do that for Brown. They wanted a like midterm transcript or whatever. So it's really important to keep those grades up and just to maintain what you're doing in high school, because senior year does not mean that you're done with high school yet. You're done with high school when you're done with senior year. And that kind of sucks, but you're almost there, so just keep pushing. I feel like I had another advice, but I'm like so tired. My last piece of advice, you guys, I feel like this is definitely what I should have done a little bit more my senior year. Before I actually started applying to colleges, I should have taken the time to Google the colleges that I wanted to go to. And a lot of college applications, they open August 1st. Like I know Common App will open August 1st, so I would mark your calendars for that. But I feel like I should have taken the time to Google the majors that I really like, that I chose for the colleges that I applied to, and I should have researched more colleges that kind of had a major that I was pretty interested in. So like, for example, the majority of the colleges I chose that I wanted to major in biology. I thought biology would be pretty decent for me, right? And as the school year kept going and I, stayed in AP biology, I was like, I really don't like this. What had happened was like probably March, when I was narrowing down my college choices, which were UGA, North Carolina A&T, and Howard, I compared the biology majors of Howard and A&T because at UGA I already knew I wanted to major in public health, right? So the biology curriculum at A&T was just insane. Too many biology courses for me, and I know that kind of sounds weird because it's a biology major, but for Howard you only took like the general biology courses, and all the rest of the courses were electives. So that's kind of how it's different, and I feel like that it's important to kind of take the time to see what you would be getting yourself into and what you'd be studying depending on your major, depending on what college. So I'm definitely saying that before you really start applying to that college or submitting that payment button, because you know a lot of colleges require a payment fee when your application fee when you apply, really take the time to see what that course curriculum is about and see if it fits you, see if it interests you just a little bit. Because if you're like me, I kind of like to go into things with a plan. And yes, I really liked A&T, but I would have been really upset if I chose to go there and that's what I would be studying for 4 years, just straight up biology. So really take the time to just figure out what you would actually be studying and try to see if that's something that you would actually be interested in. Okay guys, so that is the end of this senior advice video. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and to subscribe. And I think I'm gonna get some of my friends to come over and I wanna film a general like high school advice video. If you guys have any questions about high school like at all, just comment them down below because I really want my friends and I to film a high school video and we can answer them in them. So as always, thank you for watching and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and to subscribe.
Nas Beamers, double pocket, fuck pen and meter. In your club, on your couch, just got paid.